spinach, bacon, cheddar, and feta, all stuffed inside a chicken breast. Tell me that's not a winner. So we are going to make a juicy stuffed chicken breast, and I'm sure you're gonna love it. You can make it for this Sunday lunch and wow your family. So as you can see, I have listed the ingredients for you on the screen, and I'm also gonna put them for you in the description box. You'll find them there. Uh, we are starting by pounding the chicken, as you can see, and we are doing that to break down the muscle fibers, just to make sure that the chicken is softer and juicier when we do cook it, and it's gonna cook faster when you pound it like that, just to make sure that it's even and all of that. So when it comes to our spinach, we are going to make sure that the spinach is cooked. Just chop it up, wash it up, and make sure that you cook it. Just don't cook it for too long. Just cook it until it's soft. And then you also must cook the bacon. Make sure the bacon is also cooked. And then, as you can see there, I have some jalapeno. That I put in there, and I'm adding some cheddar cheese in there. And because I want this to be a double cheese, also you can use Gouda. You can use either Gouda or cheddar cheese. One of the two is fine. And then you are going to add some feta cheese. I'm adding feta cheese because I want this to be double cheese. So the Gouda and cheddar is a melty cheese, and then this one doesn't melt, so it's going to give it a balance and that tinginess, and you know what, a combination of those flavors is going to be delicious. So because the bacon and the feta is salty, I did not add any salt in there because I didn't want it to end up salty. So you are going to take the pounded chicken breasts, and then you're going to season them a little bit. So as you can see, I'm seasoning the chicken breast, and then if I put seasoning in the stuffing, it might end up too salty because the salt in the bacon and the feta will just balance it out. So you don't need to add any salt in the spinach and that mixture, the stuffing. Don't add any salt. You might end up with a salty chicken breast. So after seasoning your chicken with some black pepper and some salt, a little bit of salt on both sides, make sure it's on both sides, and then you're going to take that mixture, the stuffing, you're going to put it into your chicken breast. Make sure it's nice and even. Don't put too much, because if it's gonna it be too much, it's not gonna the chicken won't be able to cover the whole thing. Just enough, to make sure that it's enough when you bite, but at the same time it doesn't ooze out, at all. It's gonna ooze out when you eat it because the cheese is gonna melt, but at this point we just want it to be enough inside the chicken breast. And then I do that. As you can see, I'm showing you another one. I'm putting some seasoning on it first, and then I'm going to be stuffing it. So the stuffing, you don't have to use the exact stuffing that I'm going to I showed you there. You can variate your stuffing. If you go to the description box, I put variations of the stuffing that you can put into your chicken. So there's many variations. You can put mushrooms and some cream cheese. You can put jalapeno and mozzarella. Like, there's so many. So you just go to the description box, you'll find the variations over there. And then, as you can see, I'm closing in the chicken with some toothpicks, just to make sure that it doesn't fall apart before it cooks. Once it cooks, it's gonna hold the stuffing inside, but before it cooks, you just want to put that toothpicks, just to secure it as it cooks. So for brushing on top, this I'm making to brush the chicken on top. When I'm gonna put it in the oven, so I'm gonna brush it with this. So I melted some butter. You can use margarine or butter, it's up to you. And to that, you are going to add some, as you can see there, I'm putting in some onion powder, and then I put some parsley. So with the right parsley, you can put even mixed herbs, can work for you. You can put mixed herbs if you don't have the right parsley. And then from there, I put some ginger and garlic paste, and then I put it in the mix that together, and then I'm going to brush it on the chicken. So as you can see, I already put the chicken into the dish that I'm gonna put it with in the oven, and then I put some butter on it at the bottom, and then from there I'm just gonna brush that butter mixture on top. It's gonna give it extra flavor When you brush it with this, the garlic, the onion is gonna give it, that extra flavor on top. So you just take this, put that in the oven until it's because the chicken, we pounded the chicken, it's not gonna take that long to cook. So if you cook it for about 15 to 30 minutes, it's going to be enough. Otherwise it's gonna dry out. If you do it for more than like maybe 30 minutes, it's going to end up to dry. So 15, 15 to 20 minutes, that's enough. And then your oven must be at 160, 170. Don't put it too high. And then once your chicken is brown on top, and then you take it out, it will have cooked all the way through. And then from there, you just, as you can see, I took it and I cut it in the middle and I served it. So you can serve this with literally anything, with your rice, and vegetables, maybe your gravy, for your Sunday lunch. It will be delicious. Or you can even serve this with some salad. If you are trying to reduce carbs, you can serve this with some salad. That would be enough. So I hope you're gonna love this recipe, and if you do, please click that like button, and please let me know if you do make it, or if you have made it before. Please let me know what stuffing you feel, what you're gonna love to stuff your chicken with, because there's so many variations, and maybe you have made it before and stuffed it with something different. Just let me know in the comment section and tell me what stuffing you put on your chicken, and if you do love this recipe. Thank you so much for watching this recipe, and I hope you're gonna love it, and I hope we meet again in the next video. And if you haven't subscribed, I hope you consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next video.